I am so proud to have been a small part of this overall bill with Senator Whitehouse, Senator Shelby from Alabama, and many other senators that joined us in an effort to put on a very important amendment to the Gulf Coast and to the country in this transportation bill. And that bill, which was adopted as an amendment to the transportation bill, Mr. President, you know, as the Restore Act. And the reason we call it the Restore Act is because that is exactly what it will do. It will restore America's energy coast, the Gulf Coast, and we're proud of our energy infrastructure. We're also proud of our fishing industry. We're also proud of our ecotourism industry. We're also proud of our commercial fishing and recreational charter captains that operate, taking people from all over the world off the beautiful coast of Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas. Mr. President, some of the best fishing in the world, a fisheries that is alive and vibrant, not overfished, people in business, restaurants serving this food all over the country. We are so proud to have passed the Restore Act, which is going to take not taxpayer money, not money adding to the deficit, but a fine that's going to be levied very soon in the courts. Very soon, this fine will be levied against BP because of the single largest environmental disaster in the nation's history caused by BP, an operator of oil and gas wells, not just in the Gulf, but all around the world. They drill safely in many places, but boy, they sure messed this one up. 11 men were killed, others were injured, 5 million barrels of oil, approximately, hundreds of millions of gallons of oil spilled into the Gulf of Mexico. This was a terrible accident. We wish it never would have happened, and the courts are sorting out whether this company was simply negligent or grossly negligent. That is not something, we can have our opinions, but it's not something we need to decide. What we did decide, though, was when the courts set that penalty, that what's right for the states that were so injured, marshes inundated with oil, pelicans and dolphins and other wildlife, birds that live and breed and count on this environment to be there, was taken from them. What's fair is for that money to be redirected back to the Gulf Coast. There were over 200 organizations, from Ducks Unlimited to the National Environmental Defense Fund to Nature Conservancy to many of the chambers of commerce locally and nationally that supported the Restore Act. Without their help, this never would have happened. Because you don't get a vote like we did on the Senate floor without a lot of help. We got, I believe, 74, and I'll check the record, more than 74, maybe it was 76 votes on the floor of the Senate. That's hard to get a resolution on mom and apple pie to get 76 votes today. So I'm very humbled to say that it was the work of many, many people. I was proud to lead this effort with Senator Shelby, my partner from Alabama. But my final comment is work needs to be done, and that's my final point. The amendment is in the transportation bill. The transportation bill has now left the building, left the Senate. It's now on its way over to the House. I hope the House will take this bill